Your carefully planned international business structure, your Dubai company, your second passport, all of it is now putting your U.S. citizenship at risk. That nightmare scenario might be closer than you think. That's why I'm bringing you this urgent alert about a new U.S. bill that could change everything for entrepreneurs thinking about opening companies abroad, especially in places like Dubai. This isn't fear-mongering. This is real legislation moving through Congress right now. And I'll let you in on a little secret. If you're planning to set up a Dubai company in the next few months, you might want to hit pause. But before I explain exactly what's happening and why this matters to you, remember to subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. Here's what's happening right now. U.S. Senator Bernie Moreno from Ohio just introduced the Exclusive Citizenship Act of 2025, a bill that would force Americans to choose between their U.S. citizenship and any foreign citizenship they hold. The bill establishes that citizens of the United States shall owe sole and exclusive allegiance to the United States, meaning no more dual citizenship, period. If this bill passes, U.S. citizens who also hold foreign citizenship would have 1 year to submit a written renunciation of their foreign citizenship to the Secretary of State or renounce their U.S. citizenship to the Secretary of Homeland Security. And here's the scary part. Those who fail to comply within that 1-year window shall be deemed to have voluntarily relinquished United States citizenship. You read that right. If you don't act, you automatically lose your U.S. citizenship. Now, you might be thinking, what does this have to do with opening a Dubai company? Everything. Let me connect the dots for you. Dubai has become one of the hottest destinations for entrepreneurs and digital nomads over the past few years. The promise is simple: 0% income tax, easy company formation, residency visas tied to business ownership, and a lifestyle that looks amazing on Instagram. Thousands of Americans have rushed to set up companies there, and many have gone further by obtaining UAE residency or even exploring pathways to citizenship. But here's where it gets dangerous. If the U.S. starts cracking down on dual citizenship, and if you've been building your life and business around having feet in both countries, you could be walking straight into a legal nightmare. The bill extends beyond current dual citizens, stating that any American who voluntarily acquires foreign citizenship after the bill's passage shall be deemed to have relinquished United States citizenship immediately. That means if you're an American entrepreneur who opens a Dubai company, gets UAE residency, and eventually qualifies for UAE citizenship, the moment you accept that citizenship under this proposed law, you'd automatically lose your U.S. citizenship. No grace period, no second chances. You'd become a foreign national overnight, and returning to the U.S., accessing your U.S. bank accounts, dealing with family matters, all of it becomes exponentially more complicated. But wait, it gets worse. Even if you're not pursuing foreign citizenship, just having a company abroad in a place like Dubai creates complications under stricter U.S. tax and citizenship rules. The IRS already requires Americans to report foreign business interests, foreign bank accounts, and overseas income through forms like the FBR and Form 5471. If the U.S. government tightens its grip on citizenship and foreign ties, you can bet they'll also ramp up enforcement and penalties for Americans with international business structures. That Dubai company that was supposed to save you taxes? It could end up costing you way more in compliance, legal fees, and stress than you ever imagined. Now, let's talk about the reality of this bill. Experts estimate the probability of this bill actually becoming law at roughly 3%, and it conflicts with Supreme Court rulings that prohibit stripping citizenship without a person's voluntary intent. Landmark cases like Afroyim v. Rusk established that U.S. citizens cannot be stripped of their citizenship involuntarily, which means this bill would likely face massive constitutional challenges if it ever made it through Congress. But here's the thing. Even if this specific bill doesn't pass, the fact that it's being introduced at all tells you where the political wind is blowing. There's a growing movement in the U.S., especially among certain political factions, to tighten citizenship rules, crack down on tax avoidance through forum structures, and demand exclusive loyalty from Americans. This bill might fail, but another version, maybe a watered-down one with more support, could come later. And by then, if you've already committed to a Dubai company, residency, or citizenship path, you're stuck. So, what should you do if you're thinking about opening a Dubai company? First, pause and do your research. Don't rush into setting up an international business structure just because some influencer on Instagram made it look easy. Understand the tax implications, the reporting requirements, and the potential legal risks, especially with the changing political climate around citizenship. Second, if you do decide to move forward, make sure you're working with experienced international tax advisors and lawyers who can guide you through the complexities. Don't try to DIY this. If you're forming a company domestically, look, forming an LLC yourself is very stressful. And as someone that I have formed LLCs for most of my businesses, I won't recommend the DIY approach, but use LLC services. All you need to avoid being overcharged for any services. Make sure to use our LLC cost calculator. The link is inside the video description, so you can get your business entity set up properly without overpaying. Third, think long-term. Are you opening a Dubai company because it genuinely makes sense for your business model? Or are you doing it because it sounds cool and you saw someone else doing it? If your business can thrive with a U.S.-based structure, even if you pay more in taxes, that might be the safer, simpler path. Taxes are predictable. Citizenship complications are not. The peace of mind of knowing you're fully compliant, that you're not risking your citizenship, and that you're not dealing with international legal headaches, that's worth something. And fourth, stay informed. This bill is just the beginning. Senator Moreno stated that being an American citizen is an honor and a privilege. And if you want to be an American, it's all or nothing, and it's time to end dual citizenship for good. Whether you agree with that sentiment or not, it's clear that this is a conversation that's happening at the highest levels of government. Keep an eye on how this legislation evolves and be ready to adjust your plans accordingly. The bottom line is this. Opening a Dubai company right now, in the middle of this political uncertainty around dual citizenship, is a gamble. It might work out fine, or it might put you in a position where you have to choose between your business, your lifestyle, and your U.S. citizenship. Before I go, tell me, would you still open a Dubai company knowing this risk, or would you stick with a U.S.-based structure? Leave it in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.